Introducing our officials for this match, our first referee, Nestor Bello, international referee. The second referee is Patrick Castillo, national referee. And now let's meet the starters. First for the Petro Gazz Angels. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 9, team captain Ram Palma. Center from the College of St. Benil, number 2, Janelle Chang. Opposite hitter from the University of Santo Tomas, number 8, Isa Maizo Portillas. Outside spiker from the University of Hawaii, number 10, Brooke Van Sickle. Middle blocker from UST, number 12, Casey Caldones. Outside spiker from Bulacan State University, number 20, Jonas Sabete. Starting libero is number 22 from the University of Santo Tomas, Baby Love Barbon. And the head coach for Petro Gazz is Koji Tsusurabara. And now the starters for the Cignal HD Spikers. Outside spiker from San Beda University, number 7, team captain, Ces Molina. Middle blocker from the National University, number 2, Rose Doria. Outside spiker from the Ateneo de Manila University, number 5, Vanny Kendler. Middle blocker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 18, Ria Meneses. Opposite hitter from Central Philippines University, number 21, Jomanin Gonzaga. Center from the Far Eastern University, number 22, Jel Cayuna. Starting libero from De La Salle University, number 16, Don Macandili Katindig. Head coach for Cignal is Shaq De Los Santos. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is the Angels versus the HD Spikers. This is the PVL.
We take a look at the Spikers for Petro Gazz, and more or less their standard operating team at the start of the game.
The usual starters, usually Petro Gazz, the only changes they have is the starting setter. So Janelle Cheng starting for Petro Gazz today. And a win today for Cignal increases their chances of semi-finals berth.
That fourth spot, the hotly contested spot, Macandili foils Van Sickle. First tap. Don sends it to the back row. Sabete is right there. Palma, and the first dive by Macandili.
Early activation there from Cheng to Remy Palma. Take a look at this replay. A running attack right away. Good rebound on the side of Gandler, but no coverage. And again, I mentioned this earlier in the pregame. Cignal really needs to tighten up their defense because they're playing against a second-best spiking team in Petro Gazz, and they have Sabete and Van Sickle, who has been dominant in terms of attacking.
In the meantime, Gandler overcooks it, misses the end line. It's 2-0.
For Cignal, I mean, they've had 2 heartbreaking losses, one from Creamline, another one from Cheritigo, but right now really no room for emotions. They need to recompose themselves. They need this win if they want to stay alive in the semifinals race.
There's such a hot race. In the meantime, that is outside. Sam Corrales has an early report. Go, Sam.
Third time is the charm for Brooke Van Sickle, who says after losing back-to-back 5-setters, they really needed that redemption win against Creamline. Now, Brooke also told me that she realized that the team is actually good at those end-game moments. They were able to regulate their emotions despite the high-pressure situation. And she says that's probably because of the team's veteran experience. She also described her performance as if she went on fight-or-flight mode. And according to Coach Koji, that's the same attack they need today, since they need this win to increase their chances of making it to the semis. Catch this and more on the Pilipinas Live app for 149 pesos a month. Back to you, Sir Seven Ayel.
Thank you very much, Sam Corrales. It is currently 3-1. Petro Gazz with the early lead. Gandler. Chang. Back row strike by Sabete. That is foiled, and Van Sickle all over Gonzaga there.
Out of a system set there, allowed Petro Gazz to easily read Gonzaga, and that one solid block coming from Van Sickle.
Chang, the setter. Gandler with the dig. Cayuna sends it to Molina. Chang, Van Sickle, cut. And Macandili can't get to it in time. 4-point lead right now by Petro Gazz.
And this is why Van Sickle is a very lethal, really knows how to play against the floor defense of her opponent.
And we will slide right now into an early timeout by Shaq de los Santos of Cignal.
Yung ano natin, yung start natin. Tapos, Job, pag umatake, huwag ito, di ba in-explain ko, huwag ito, matigas ito yung para tumalsik yung bola. Kasi pag dito, mas mabilis yung balik lang. Naka-establish yung block eh. Okay? So pag nakita mong naka-establish yung block dito, Job, kaya mo bang pasingitan dito? O, kasi nakadalawa sila ngayon. Okay? Sige. Pasa muna ulit. Okay, actually nakakapasa tayo. Ang ano lang natin, yung atake. And then yung pag nakuha natin yung first ball, kailangan kami nagko-commit ng second ball. Okay? Sige, go. Kaya yun lang, tsaga.
Pagsak ng ball, tsaka tayo bababa, at nakababa na tayo. Patibayin na tayo.
Shaq de los Santos trying to calm down his team that has fallen behind by 4 here in the first set.
Just some simple instructions. I mean, it's just the small details that they need to execute, but the slow start is definitely not helping them.
Here's Chang. Gandler. Cayuna. Gonzaga. Foiled again. Van Sickle has her number.
That's true. I mean, Van Sickle did her homework. Take a look at this one-man block against Gonzaga, really limiting her numbers right now offensively.
You know, Van Sickle comes from a very successful U.S. program in the University of Hawaii. You know, in their campus, I've been able to stay there for some time. They have one section of their bookstore. It's nothing but volleyball stuff. Everything you want about volleyball. Books, ball, attire, T-shirts. Wala na akong pera nung bandang dulo nun.
Well, it goes to show why Van Sickle plays the way she does.
Such a progressive, successful program. Van Sickle. Gonzaga trying to meet her toe-to-toe. It's still 6-1. First long rally of the match. Chang reverses. Crash to the floor by Gonzaga. Molina. Still in play. Macandili tried her best, but it won't work.
Again, this is what Coach Shaq was mentioning earlier in the timeout. They are getting the first touches, but there's no support in the second touch. And so far, Petro Gazz Angels winning the long rallies.
And Janelle Chang will be serving anew. Chang, of course, from the CSB program, College of St. Benilde. That almost died. Gapiatura. Doria. Chang. Chang anew. Macandili.
Nice dig.
Gonzaga punches it through.
A much needed point there on the side of a Cignal.
Spark at the set at sa inyo ng Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan.
And this is what Gonzaga has been trying to do. Finally, well executed, avoiding Van Sickle.
She's been foiled twice, so by the time she gets to her third, she sort of had an idea, this is what I'm going to do, so it's different. And that will work for Galtones.
Petro Gazz just really quick to convert.
And we have arrived at the technical timeout. We'll have you ready for more volleyball action here in the PVL very shortly. Okay, just a Okay, Arena Plus, Astix Sports. And everybody is messaging somebody. I just wanted to say, Petro Gazz with a current team standing of 4th, but they are also tied there with Cheritigo. Just lurking behind them is Cignal that needs this game so badly to be able to make that party a little more interesting at the top.
That's true again. Only 4 teams are moving forward to the semifinals.
Van Sickle serve. Cayuna checks the horizon. Gonzaga knocks it down with a southpaw stab.
Gonzaga switching things up. Going down the line this time. Took advantage of that space between Antena and Sabete.
Points of Cignal coming too few and far between, but that is a welcome development. Sabete, no. Net is being checked and it's shaking. It's a net touch. The point will belong to Petro.
And again, Cignal, a couple of errors already on their side.
Yes.
And that's really hurting their momentum. And on the other side, it's giving Petro Gazz more confidence in the set.
Yes, that's exactly right. In the meantime, that shot is too strong, and now it's a 7-point lead for Petro Gazz.
Cignal just really making it easier for Petro Gazz in the start of the set.
Galdones, that crawls over the net. Macandili makes it a set. Molina. Well done. Meneses knocking it in.
Great way also for Jel Cayuna to fake that one, to delay that set. Only one blocker there with Meneses.
And they're going to need a lot more action from that middle, given the blocking that Van Sickle and the rest have been doing so far. Palma the fake. Sabete drills it to the floor.
Petro Gazz again and again, just really quick to convert. Great adjustment here from Cheng. Medyo binitin yung set, so much space for the cross-court attack for Sabete.
Pace of the game, clearly, not just the lead, the pace of the game favors the Petro Gazz Angels. Cayuna on 2, but is she guilty of scraping the net? She is, and that'll make it 12-4.
And this is very uncharacteristic for Cignal because they would usually start strong.
And let's see if this timeout will be able to check that shaky start.
Body language. Let's go. Nahandaanin natin.
Sige, pakalimutan na yung mali. Importante hanggat mo unti-unti natin yung momentum natin.
Isipin natin every time yung bola nasa court natin, tayo yung may control.
Yeah.
Huwag natin madelin. Si Jel ang didiskarte.
Yeah.
Nasa natin.
Shaq de Los Santos taking a step back and allowing the women to sort it out themselves, because he tried in a previous timeout and it didn't change a thing actually.
That's true, and it was, 3 veteran, 3 leaders speaking on the side of Cignal. It was Molina, Gonzaga, and Macandili Katindig trying to remind each other that they need to find their flow right now. They need to improve their body language. Kasi kitang-kita pa talaga, the emotions that happened, that resulted from the losses, especially from the Cheritigo game.
Oh, nice hangover pa, if you call it that. Cayuna tries it on 2, doesn't work. Sabete, great pickup that time by Gonzaga. This is a tough angle for Gandler, and they make it work.
Some sparks here coming from Cignal. They need every point they can get right now. That was a good touch coming from Palma. Just went outside.
Gandler with her first point of the afternoon. Really Meneses and her serve. Sabete rejected. Cheng recycles. Oh, Gonzaga, but there's a great stretch that time by Palma at the net.
Still good defense there, good read coming from Gonzaga, but you really can't give an overpass right in front of Palma. She didn't even have to move on that one.
And always a joy to watch Remy Palma play because she just enjoys the game. Makandili and the others burned by that very short serve.
The touch of the net from that serve really helps Sabete to get that ace.
When you're serving, you need every help you can get, I guess. Sabete will continue to serve. First ace by Sabete. On to no. Gandler rejected. Molina sends it airborne. To the back row we go. Gentle touch into the hole.
No, every attack of Cignal, Petro Gazz is getting a rebound or getting a touch of it. Meanwhile, Petro Gazz, a lot of clean attacks coming from them. Another one from Remy Palma in that slide attack. No one on the side of Cignal read that one.
Everything that Petro Gazz wants to do so far, they've been able to execute.
That's true.
Cayuna. Molina, pipe attack. Tempiatura is there. And Sabete, too much on that one.
Lack of risk action there coming from Sabete, but they have enough cushion right now. Pressure really is on the side of Cignal to try to close this gap.
The setter, John Cayuna, will be serving rather. Van Sickle, Palma, and also getting away with everything she has started with. She has scored 4 points.
They've been capitalizing on the combination play.
And we will take a short break for the second technical timeout of the first set. Awesome live sports viewing, guaranteed with Cignal yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Switch now and get up to 3 months with no cash out. Visit www.cignal.tv/switch for more details. Glad you're joining us here for the PVL, officially on a Tuesday, featuring 2 teams trying to secure spots in the next round. Petro Gazz with a slight edge with its 6-2 card. Cignal trying to join the fray at 5-3. But a good observation by Ayel Estrangero is there seems to be a heavy burden on Cignal as a unit. It seems that the effects of the previous losses seem to still be around.
And also they know what is at stake in this game, the more that they are pressured to get the win, but so far they're not able to execute their game plan.
Galdones got to it. Van Sickle. Marcado siya ni Makandili. Gandler with a whip. Battle of the net. Acuna is in the game for the first time. Drop message by Gonzaga. Second longest rally in progress. To the back row, Remy has a long arm for it. Van Sickle. Makandili says, no way. Molina creates a scramble. What a play. What a point by Cignal.
Oh, what a finish there by Ces Molina. Much needed point, but Don Macandili Katindig really reliable in the floor defense. And you know, Cignal has been trying to put the load on Molina, but finally she was able to convert.
A change in the lineup for Cignal. Troncoso sees action for the first time. So Chai will be doing the serving. They're currently down by 10, 17-7.
Now serving for Cignal, Chai Troncoso.
That's the hardest thing to do in volleyball. You come up the bench and then you serve.
Because you're expected to perform right away.
See? And the gap increases to 11.
Definitely, we're not seeing the signal that we know.
The rotation of Petro Gazz has swung almost full circle as Cheng is again serving. Troncoso, Cayuna, this works.
And so far, what's working for Cignal, whenever they get that good pass and they're able to activate the middles, it's like an automatic point for them. So they really need to improve in that passing.
And the woman who just scored the point, who used to play for NU, Jackie Acuna, is now in the service row. That's foiled. Cheng checks the other side. Galdones, Cayuna and company keep it in play. Cheng puts it up. Morentes on the floor for the first time. Short shot. Troncoso, Molina checked her landing. Hey, the longest rally so far. And it's out. Exciting long rally. Both teams giving it their utmost there.
That's true. Some brilliance in the floor defense of both teams. But good block there coming from Gonzaga and Meneses. Petro Gazz could not recover in that one.
Your first set score is 18-9 in favor of Petro Gazz. Acuna serve. Cheng. Van Sickle. Acuna. Troncoso long.
Lot of errors really on the side of the Cignal.
And that's not helping them. Too many freebies given to the other side. It goes back to that first time out of Shaquille. Shaq de los Santos, you know. Okay naman yung first ball. Yung iba lang aspeto hindi natin nagagawa. Molina brings them to double digits. It's now 19-10.
And this is what Cignal needs. They want to play their usual pace of the game. Fast, slow sets coming from Jel Cayuna, beating the blockers, finding holes. That will definitely help them close this gap.
Jack Janela sees action for Cignal.
Serving for the HD Spikers, Giselle C.
And Giselle C.
Timeout, Petro Gazz.
Petro Gazz wants to huddle up. Let's see what they have up their sleeves.
John Jones, nasa harap ka ngayon, si Brooke.
Hindi, yung bola nandito.
Si Job, sinasarado niya yung down. So be aware. Jobilin, down. Yung position niya sa down, nakablock.
Next one, sub. Sub.
Okay, coach.
Okay.
Let's go! Now, coach.
So what was that?
Sige.
Hey! Side spiker! Yeah, middle, ma, attack! Cross!
Miko Halili, the head of sports and content, Cignal TV, talking with a man with a lot of content and stories. As an athlete, he was playing basketball for Ateneo and for San Miguel. Never made it to the PBA. Decided to make it a career in finance. Oh! Jonella just a half foot away.
Again, Sabete had a lot of room for the cross-court attack. Only one blocker in front of her. I mean, Janelle Cheng doing great job so far in terms of ball distribution.
And she doesn't have to hustle too much. She's just playing a relaxed game.
That's true.
C. Meneses slapped it over. Sabete with a bullet.
Back-to-back points for Sabete. Great connection there between Cheng and Sabete. This time going down the line using the hands of Molina to get that point.
Mr. Ricky Villavicencio, the team owner of Petro Gazz. We try taking care of matters there.
Everyone contributing on the side of Petro Gazz. So far, great display of teamwork.
Last 3 points have all belonged to Petro Gazz. They had these runs during this game. At the start of this first set, they had as much as an 8-2 lead. Palo Ayel. And look at where we are right now. 4 straight points and big strides by Petro to cross the finish line of this first.
Buitre very consistent on that service line.
And Buitre, however, not listening in class. Wala pang pito. Macandili, C. Wow. The blocking of Petro Gazz has been airtight. We are at set point.
And you know, Petro Gazz knows that Ces Molina will be the safety net of the Cignal HD Spikers. So right now, Petro Gazz is doing a great job slowing her down.
Yes, that's a good point. 5-0 run by the Angels. It's inside. Been a while since they scored a point. Finally getting to 11.
Long shot there coming from Molina on the corner pocket, but Cignal has to play perfect volleyball here.
Molina, of course, had her school playing days at San Beda. Palma foiled at the net. Sabete leaps into it. C. Meneses, Cheng says, wag niyo akong tapakan. And Sabete swims in the water.
Point for Meneses on that one. But you know, Petro Gazz making it difficult for Cignal to convert. The floor defense has been solid.
And the points have, they have really bled for points, this Cignal side. Sabete is rejected. And she is frustrated now, as the last 3 points have been all Cignal.
Sabete rushing into the previous sequence.
13 service set point.
But they definitely have a comfortable lead right now.
Timeout, Petro Gazz.
Petro Gazz will try to settle down the troops, and let's try to get something out of this huddle.
Now listen! Don't do that! Well, 1 point! You have a next set!
Guys, short run muna.
1 point!
Okay, hingi ako isang pasa. 1 pass muna, 1 good play tayo. Kahit sino pumalo ko, cover tayo, okay? Yeah, nice.
Let's go! Hey!
Hey, Petro Gazz! Angel!
Koji just wants one more point. That's what they need to secure this set.
Sometimes that 1 point takes forever, But with a safe lead of at least 11 points, maybe it's easier to get to it. In the meantime, Ces Molina, the captain, is saying, I think I jinxed her. At the end of this first set, better moving, better flowing. Petro Gazz side takes it 25-13. Cignal with the onus, the challenge to make adjustments going into the second. Wow, you know, it doesn't look like a Cignal kind of game because they fell behind by such a large margin. They could not get their game going first part of the set and the stretch in the end where they could not counter the 5 straight points of Petro Gazz. Go ahead, please.
You mentioned a very lopsided set between Cignal and Petro Gazz, a set we didn't really expect because they know what is at stake, so they would want to fight for every point, but you know, Cignal just started it on a wrong foot. A lot of errors coming from them, giving Petro Gazz more chances to score, more confidence to lead and control the game. Meanwhile, Petro Gazz, nothing really new on what they're doing, just keeping things simple, but they're converting points quickly, faster than the Cignal. And again, Ces Molina couldn't do this on her own. Other players really need to step up in terms of scoring.
So the question marks going into the second set as you check the numbers. Where will the points come from for Cignal?
Well, definitely they would want to play cleaner volleyball because when you see the numbers, there's not a lot of disparity in attack points, although Petro Gazz tallied, they registered more blocks and more aces, but the errors, the free points that Cignal gave away, 8 free points per Petro Gazz, and the timing of those are very crucial. So right now, they would really want to start strong and lessen their errors in the set.
And we will start with the serve of Petro Gazz. Jonas Sabete doing the honors. And we are in play. Cayuna setting up Acuna, who overcooks that.
Actually, another good set coming from Jel Cayuna. Only one blocker, some spaces, just a lack of risk action there from Acuna.
You know, you're absolutely correct about Cignal needing to find their tempo, their rhythm. So far, Petro Gazz escaping with everything it wants to do. And Macandila may have lost their footing there. The ball got into that deep corner.
And Van Sickle continues to outsmart the defense of the Cignal HD Spikers right on the corner pocket there.
Sabete will serve 2-0 in favor of Petro. Make that 3-0 as Van Sickle knocks that in. Sam Corrales will take care of a report.
Speaking of finding their tempo, Don Macandili had said that she is still in the process of learning about her teammates and how they should resolve issues together. I also did catch them earlier in the locker room doing a long meditation session for 2 straight games in a row. After suffering heartbreaking losses, the team huddled to talk about bouncing back today. Dawn said they realized that since most of them are introverts, they need to communicate more to know what is going on in their minds. Now let's see if that will indeed be the key in today's match as they try to redeem themselves against a gutsy Petro Gazz team. Catch this and more in the Pilipinas Live app for 149 pesos a month. Back to you, Sir 7 Ayala.
As you were reporting, there was a delivery of a point by Cignal. Cayuna taking care of matters there. It's now at its closest at 3-2.
Better start here for the Cignal HD Spikers.
Picked up with one hand on the ground. Cayuna keeps it very much in play. Gonzaga, southpaw stab, juggled. Will they challenge? No challenge. Nothing to challenge there. Van Sickle denied.
Oh, Van Sickle closed down there by Acuna. Acuna didn't start in the first set, so this could be the adjustment that Cignal needs.
She has the length to battle there at the net together with Ces Molina and Jovelyn Gonzaga. We are even at 3. Van Sickle, it is blocked out.
Again, this is what makes Van Sickle lethal. Just always quick to adjust. Earlier block, but in the next sequence, found a way to score a point off the hands of Gonzaga.
She has scored 3 points in the first as well as 3 points here in the second so far. Here's team captain Remy Palma. Gandler, Cayuna with the set. Acuna trying to get more enthusiastic at that front row position. Macandili, Cayuna will go set this up. Gonzaga unable to knock it in. Alive, but too many hand touches. 4 already.
Good touches there. They were able to read the attack of Petro Gazz, but just couldn't recover.
5-3 Petro Gazz.
Petro Gazz suddenly taking the lead. Pulling away by 2 as of the moment. Palma, sharp serve. That makes it a set, and it's tapped outside. That'll bring it to 5-4.
Some bet moves there coming from Molina. That was a tight set, but was still able to adjust and get a point.
Ces has made a career out of playing that left wing, really. And here she is serving. Van Sickle. Galdones with a red-hot strike from down the middle.
No, the passing of Petro Gazz just really solid.
Yes, indeed. Solid enough to be a great pasalubong sa bayan. Brought to you by Ducking, of course. Acuna hooking it over. Giselle Cheng, Van Sickle. Hindi nagustuhan ni Cheng yung set niya na yun. Parang hindi maganda yung preparation, but chance to reset here. Sabi niya, ayoko na. Acuna hammers it through.
Again, it has been the middles of Cignal scoring for them.
2 of the 5 points of Cignal are courtesy of the woman who is about to serve. This is Jackie Acuna. I think she took too long. Oh no. Wait. There's a libero change anyway.
Point goes to Petro Gazz. 7-5.
Is it a clarification on who serves? I think so too.
I think it was a serving violation on the side of Acuna.
Yeah, so in
3 point.
Yeah, 3 point, sorry. It's now a 7-5 second set. I think she took too long. Nice block by Sabete. And we'll take a short break with the technical timeout. 8-5 is the count. Arena Plus, Astigs Sports. We just clarified it with our second referee what happened in that serve by Acuna. What happened? Yeah.
Definitely a serving violation there. Now the referees already have blown the whistle, and then Acuna has tossed the ball, but then she catched it. So definitely a violation there on her end. Probably got distracted with what was happening on the other side of the court.
And missed her eyesight and her timing as well. Molina with a very gentle tap. Here comes Sabete with a whip. It's a check ball. And that'll make it a 4-point lead for the Petro Gazz Angels.
High hands there for Sabete, attacking on top of the blockers. And this is why Petro Gazz is really hard to play against, because they have two go-to players in Sabete and Van Sickle.
You know, that's so correct. Jonas Sabete blossoming into a very prolific scorer. This one is going to, and we have a veteran in Isa Montilias.
Van Sickle and Sabete as go-to players, and big contributions as well from Pontillas, Galdones, and Palma.
5 straight points by Petro Gazz. They have this tendency to put points together in bunches. Earlier we were tied at 5. However, Van Sickle crashes into the net.
You know, for Cignal, they would want to capitalize on the few errors that the Petro Gazz commits in this game.
Yes.
They would want to build some momentum.
Could be an energy issue more than anything else, really. Sabete hammers it through.
Talking about energy, Petro Gazz has so much energy. Another explosive attack coming from Sabete, taking advantage of that really small gap in between Cayuna and Meneses.
That serve by Galdones in play. Down the line is outside, and that'll make it 12-6. You know, the game is not even closer.
Oh, that's true. Another big gap for Petro Gazz.
Cignal wants to talk things over, but Shaq de los Santos has a bone to pick with the officiating. It may be about that serve earlier.
Double check. Check mo. Check mo dun. Ano na yan, ha?
Si Brook yun.
Si Brook yung kanina.
Maybe also the rotation of the other side.
Nyo na, i-correct natin yung mga errors natin, ha? Correct lang, ha? Okay? Sige, sige. Pasa ulit, tapos atake tayo ng maayos, ha? Sige, go, go, go. Let's go.
Manilaban mo muna sa medyo...
Okay, postseason of the association almost here. Watch the 2024 NBA playoffs starting the 20th. That's coming soon, only on NBA TV Philippines. One Sports and Filipinas Live. Hashtag everyone's game, hashtag NBA on Cignal. 12-6 second set. First set going the way of Petro, 25-13. And Cignal gets a point to go via the efforts of Gandler.
Good attack there coming from Gandler. On top of a Maiso Pontillas there. Van Sickle could not get on time. Save that one.
HD Spikers, ready, Gandler.
Van Sickle, one-handed set. Palma, Macandilis has seen that, done that. And it's down and out, 2 straight points coming from Cignal.
Could be a confidence, a booster play here for the Cignal HD Spikers. Gander from the back row onto the zone of Cheng.
You know, on social media and pictures, you don't think Vanny Gandler is that tall. She's quite tall, actually. And our utility crew kept busy by a lot of housekeeping. You know, it's really hot today.
Oh, that's true.
It's humid. Sabete with a red-hot connection. Fernandez unable to elevate it.
And Sabete, so far unstoppable on the side of Petro Gazz Angels. Down the line attack. That was the 9th point of Sabete.
Parang simple lang ang volleyball kay Jonah. Meneses, don't get her started.
And Meneses has been trying to ask for a set, a couple of sequences already. Finally, they were able to get a good first ball for her to get that set.
You know, yung mga tao mo sa gitna, matatakam, ang tagal ng bola eh. They need it right away, you know. It's tiring to be jumping up and down. Cheng lifts it with one hand. Sabete says, let's try this. Cayuna reverses. Meneses, short!
You know, for Cignal, if they want to close the gap, they really need to make a run here. Because
Right now, yeah.
Because so far they get the point, but then Petro Gazz takes the point and makes a run, and that's why it makes it more difficult for Cignal to close the gap.
When it becomes 16 or 17 points, that's not the easiest chase down you want to do. In the meantime, this serve, too much energy on that one. It'll make it 14-10.
They're getting some help from Petro Gazz. I mean, Van Sickle with the service error earlier, and right now Sabete, but Petro Gazz will try to challenge this one.
Ball in, ball out yata. It's also a strategic move without calling a timeout.
It's true. Again, chance here for Petro Gazz to just talk.
And chill and ride out the tension. That is the challenge indeed. Ball in and ball out. Don't forget, later on in the evening, Cherry Tigo hits the floor anew. They play PLDT in our second scheduled match on this Tuesday. This is taking a little while. Let's check this.
Ooh. Very close one.
You know, unlike beach volleyball where there is a mark wherein you can check the mark unless somebody brushed it away. And that challenge is not a good one. It's unsuccessful. And Petro Gazz will have one more to utilize when they need to do so. Score is still 14-10. Cayuna. Pontillas unable to handle it. Then Cayuna answers second ace.
Again, we know Cayuna to be a lethal server. She's currently 10th in serving overall.
Okay.
Maiso Pontillas didn't have a good grip in that one.
Van Sickle thwarted, resets, ball in play. Cayuna fake set. Looked like she was jumping up, but didn't go all the way. Molina got it.
So right now, we're seeing the usual signal. Right
Yeah,
now,
this
they're
is the signal, you
celebrating
know.
their
Yeah,
points.
3 straight points by the HD Spikers. And now officially a timeout requested by Petro Gazz. Let's see what Coach Koji Chuzurabara wants to talk about.
Defense, you can chip here. To back. Opponent.
Opponent.
Oh.
Sister opponent.
Oh. Use the chip. Okay, one catch.
Let's go. Let's go. Match relax, guys.
Ready, here.
Let's go.
Here.
Hey.
After moving.
Okay. Petro Gazz.
Brace yourselves as athletes and sports lovers have no holds barred conversations with Sean Ildefonso. Watch Sean Time exclusive on Filipinas Live and download the app and subscribe now. Pontilla's being targeted here.
Ayuna continues to go to Maiza Pontillas. It's quite clear right now that she is the target, making her work in that passing formation.
Last 4 points have been all Cignal. Morente. In for Pontillas. Morente keeps it afloat. Van Sickle aims, fires. It's handled well on the other side. Molina, and a good counter by Sabete. It gets a crawl. Macandili makes it a set. Fernandez reaches way too tight, but they make do, and we are tied.
A better floor right now coming from a Cignal. Better coverage, better floor defense. Molina converting more points. Using the left hand there for the tip, but still very effective.
Earlier, there was a 5-point run by Petro, but now here's the version of Cignal, which is still in progress, and they're still serving. This has lifted the game of Cignal all of a sudden. They're playing with a lot more spunk and enthusiasm. Chang and Sickle. Cayuna alert to it. Fernandez short.
Fernandez trying to go cross court, but as you mentioned, she was below the ball. Could not execute a cross court attack.
And she may have taken her eye off the ball for a very, very brief moment. And let's see who's serving. It's Remy Palma right there on your picture. Cayuna. Oh, good set that time for Acuna. Acuna has been a contributor coming off the bench with 4.
That's true. Acuna could be the spark plug here in the set. I mean, not just contributing points, but also contributing good energy from the bench.
Yes. Sparking this team that was really in a stupor. We are tied at 15. Sabete from the end. Fernandez and Van Sickle is all over. Fernandez there. Jovelin had nowhere to go.
I mean, a tough job here for John Fernandez.
And we have arrived at the second technical timeout of the second set. Do not go too far away, please. we're into the last 2 weeks of the tournament before we end the preliminaries. Everybody who's interested in the game, watching on. And we hope you're having a great time following this battle so far. And the first set going the way of Petro Gazz. But here, Cignal has sprung to life, waking up probably at the right time. Petro Gazz with a 1-point lead. Chang. Cayuna slants into it. Ball alive, in play. Good reach by Tempiatura. Cayuna. Gandler wallops it in. Van Sickle digs it over. One more time, Cayuna. Acuna has been a source of strength. Van Sickle rejected, but the ball stays down.
The blocking formation was there on the side of a Cignal, but not enough to get the kill block against a Van Sickle. So much power in that spike.
Van Sickle has 8 points in the match. And Cheng will serve.
Van Sickle currently #1 in scoring overall.
Yes. And we have Giselle C reappearing. She saw brief action in the first set, pulling out Cayuna. Well, you got to be smart also about playing your setter. You can't let her go full steam all the way. In the meantime, there's a check ball. Yeah, Gandler getting that to brush against some defensive hands there.
Good set there coming from C, and Gandler off the hands there. Good touch in that block of Maisa Pontillas.
Somebody's jumping up and down that bench. It's Jen Kasugod, who saw action as the UAP for FEU.
So right now, new players, new faces on the side of Cignal.
Trying to get some new sources of power here and energy. Daltones has been quietly contributing. Daltones has added 5 points.
You know, the timing of the sets of Cheng to the middles are just perfect. She really makes it so easy for her attackers to score a point.
As we say in Filipino, inaabot niya yung bola, no? See Gandler, Van Sickle hoists it high, top angle. But Pontillas knows how to play that area. Cignal will utilize a timeout, time to sneak in.
Hey, what's up? Pasa muna ulit, ha? Sigarte. Paganahin mo, tabi tayo. Pag-aluin to sa...
Opo, coach, pinaikot ko na.
Ha? Gamitin niyo muna. Pasa muna, tatlo lang yan. Tsagayin nyo lang, tsaga.
Bigyan niyo ako magandang pasa para makaikot, ha? Sige, Ate G. Isa si Signo coverage para makatalo.
Mga sisters, let's go. Kaya natin to.
Hey! Tao! Huwag natin malagpin. Hey, Signal!
The Cignal players rallying each other in the end stretch of the timeout.
Eh, sino pa ba magtutulungan kung kayo din, ano ha? So, you need each other to go as far as you possibly want to go in a sports competition. Brooke Van Sickle will be serving. Molina gets to it. C pushes it up. Fernandez. Sickle lands on the floor. Top angle. C. Fernandez and C. Dive.
A really good flow on the side of Petro Gazz. I mean, Van Sickle, Sabete, good floor defense in the back row, Sabete earlier. And Cheng just setting the right people at the right time to score a point.
Candeli says, what's your problem? I got this. Nicely done by Galdones, but handled well by the back row. Cheng will hit it out.
Again, if a Cignal wants a point, if they need a point, they look for Ces Molina. Ces Molina from the back row in the previous sequence.
Cayuna, by the way, has been reinserted into the lineup of Cignal. Job Fernandez serving. Barbon is there. Sabete says, I got this. Cayuna, Kasugod. Galdones alert to it. And that brush, no problem for Pontillas, who brings their team to 21.
Hot hands right now, talking about Maizo Pontillas. A couple of points coming from her. Again, really smart plays going down the line this time.
Long-time star of UST. What a career. Oh, that touched Molina.
Molina doubting that one, but it was too late for her. Take a look at this replay. She knew it was gonna go out. It was gonna sail out. It was too late for her
to pull her hands back in.
That's true.
Can I have it back? Makandili struggled with that particular pickup. Chang checks the other side. Palma. Isa pa. They're asking for 4 touches, actually. Good rally happening here. Long back set. It's Pontillas gets it down the line and brings her team to 23.
I mean, Cignal really having a hard time to convert a point because of the floor defense of Petro Gazz.
Yes, so correct.
Pontillas, Isa Pontillas finds it so easy to score a point against them.
You know, she has earned her marks playing in that sector of the volleyball court. Galdones, 23-17 score. Kasugod, nowhere to go, and we arrive at set point.
Cignal, they had a run earlier, but Petro Gazz was able to get the momentum back, and they didn't turn their heads back. Another solid one from Sabete. No coverage on the side of Cignal.
Kaisalingan, Galdones rather. Set point. Kasugod saves them 1 point.
Simple one coming from Kasugod, but she had the height and length advantage in that sequence. Cignal playing catch up all throughout this game so far.
Chinchin Basas has not seen action until this moment. In the meantime, an attempt to freeze the server by the Petro Gazz side. Kojichu Zurabu Bara will huddle up.
One pass na lang. One pass.
Focus, focus. Okay.
One pass.
Who using?
B, one more time.
B?
Play to coach A.
Okay, okay, okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now, everyone, go, come on, come on,
Yes,
come on.
coach.
I go.
Petro Gazz Angels.
And there is an awareness that all they need is 1 more point to have this huge 2-0 lead in the set count.
Koji was saying cover, because right now they just want to keep being aggressive in offense.
Basas and her serve. Sabeta too close to the net. And we are done. It is an overreach. And we are done.
The same way as how set 1 ended, another error coming from Cignal.
And you can understand how frustrating it must be for Cignal, given that they had, as you also said, quite a run.
That's true.
They had a 5-0 run when it was close and tight in the middle, but they lose the second set 25-18. Third set coming your way. Petro Gazz in control of the match despite some tense and shaky moments in the second set where they were not in control, and they had the 14-9 lead, and there was a 5-0 run by Cignal, but Petro Gazz recovering in time. The energy of Cignal returned in that second set, but they could not sustain it.
Well, overall, Cignal really improved their performance, but as you mentioned, they weren't able to sustain it, and then the timing of their errors were very crucial as well. But on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels, you know, they are just really playing cohesively as a unit.
Very good
flow,
point,
very organized from offense to defense. Cheng really manning, orchestrating the offense perfectly, setting the right attacker on the right time, and we have to talk about, you know, Sabete and Maizo Puentillas putting in the points, especially Maizo Puentillas towards the end stretch, and Barbon and Tempiatura very reliable in the floor defense. As we take a look at the numbers, 3 more attack points for Petro Gazz against Cignal. They maintain their good blocking. Earlier, they had 3 kill blocks. Talking about Petro Gazz right now in that second set, they have 4. Although Cignal minimized their errors and lessened their errors in 2 points, but still 6 errors is big because Petro Gazz continues to play clean and only gave away 3 points.
A better control of the affairs of the court right now. Keep in mind as why this game is important. In the team standings, Petro Gazz is at 6-2. Cherry Tigo is also at 6-2, and they play later. PLDT is at 7-1. So that's anytime you fall, you slip, you go up. And the one that's 2 teams that seem to be out of reach right now, at least, is Choco Mucho at 8-1, but Creamline, but PLDT ain't so bad at 7-1, but they have to win that game also later on tonight. So if you're Cignal, anything they have to work on to be able to at least pick up a set here so far? What do you think?
You know, for Cignal, we know what they're capable of. A lot of talented individuals. We know how they can play as a unit, how lethal they can be. But right now, I think it's all mental for them. They really need to recompose themselves. They have to let go of the past 2 sets. They need to start strong right now because, you know, Petro Gazz just playing it simple. No pressure.
And nothing fancy, actually.
That's true.
They have not even thrown a combination play that has worked. Sabete, miss efficiency, and good dive by Katindig, but too far away from her first point. And Shaq de los Santos is wondering with this dilemma his team is in right now.
Through a lot of problems to be solved by Cignal. I mean, on the side of Petro Gazz Angels, a lot of offensive weapons stepping up right now. Everyone contributing points.
Here's Remy Palma, sails in that set. Looked like a regalo. Nobody was aware of it. And now they get it in a different way. Galdones now with a contribution of 7 points to complement Van Sickle's 8.
And this is why Petro Gazz has been successful so far in this game, because they've been patient in rallies. I mean, Galdones could have easily put that out, scored the point, but still took that first touch.
Palma, how much has her game improved? Is it inside? It is. Let's send it to Sam Corrales.
Earlier, we put the spotlight on the setters, so right now, I want to talk about Janelle Cheng. She said that as someone who steers the offense, it's so important for her to stay composed at hindi marata, lalong-lalo na sa endgame. She also said that if not, it is in those moments when she tends to overthink. And with the discipline under Coach Koji, Janelle says it even begins in practice, like when they only have 10 seconds for their water breaks. Kailangan makabalik agad, so it's all about staying locked in the task at hand. And today, that is increasing their chances of making it further this conference. Witness teams fight their way to the semis on Pilipinas Live for 149 pesos a month. Back to you, Sir 7 a.m.
10-second water break.
You know, that
really?
That goes to show how disciplined this Petro Gazz Angels are, and they are looking like it, very disciplined and committed in this game.
Buti nga, may water break pa sa init. Molina was careful. She could have scampered it, but she might step on, not because Ton is smaller, but diba, injury ang iniisip syempre.
Take a look at this replay. Double guessing that one, but I think it was the best decision for Molina.
Yes.
But they need to recover in the next point.
We are tied at 3. Are we correct with the score? Yes, we are. Molina. Acuna. Pontillas left side.
A great intention there to go down the line, just too wide for Marzo Pontillas.
And she missed it, so Cignal obtains the point.
Well, this is the set for Cignal. It's going to be a make or break for them.
Acuna taking a moment. Chang. Van Sickle. Long, and it's a 2-point lead by Cignal.
Back errors for the Petro Gazz Angels.
5-3 Cignal.
In the meantime, Galdones. Ooh, don't you just love yourself, Cheng? She returns it to you.
That's true.
Hindi ka happy? Ulitin natin. Acuna diving, hitting the floor. Candler. And they end up grappling with it. Petro Gazz takes the point.
How smart is that for Van Sickle to play with the timing of the block of Basas? Really just a soft touch, but very effective for Van Sickle.
Because if she overpowered it, could have been blocked, you know.
That's
So
true.
might as well play around with the fingertips of the block. Cayuna. Basas. Good pickup downstairs by Gandler, but Doria has nowhere to go.
Too low of a set as well for Doria.
Van Sickle will continue the service run. Doria. Cheng says ang hirap maghanap buhay. Has to walk with her elbows, actually. Van Sickle with a hand. Good trace by Temperatura, but it will be short. Good effort.
Really good reaction there coming from Van Sickle. Good run from Temperatura, but no third touch for Petro Gazz Angels.
Are we correct? Are we correct with the score? I think it is 6-5. There's some discussion happening right here. But let's see. We'll sort it out in the technical timeout. In the meantime, I think we still are correct. As Macandili Katindig sets it up. Cayuna. I can spike as well.
I mean, Cayuna, you know, is a converted setter. So definitely she can play attacker, but this time with some help from the net, disrupting the timing of Barbon on that one.
Ikaw ba converted?
Yes.
Sabi na eh. Sabi na eh. Kasi hindi ba usually pagka magaling mag-toss, magaling kung minsan, subukan natin. Sabi ng mga coach. Oh, down the middle. And look at this. Cignal as a 3-point run as we hit the first technical timeout. And despite of the set, hatid sa inyo ng Dunkin ng pasalubong ng bayan. Okay, our very able second referee. Nuutos-utusan ko lang, ano? Referee Patrick Castillo, the second referee, double checks the score, and it seems we're okay now. We have the right score at 8-5. Middle attack! Gandler gets it to Bide, and it's a 4-point lead for Cignal.
Back-to-back points for Gandler with the same combination play. Finally, some impact plays coming from a Cignal.
And you know, Cignal might be catching Petro Gazz at the right moment when you think you're trying to close the set, which is not easy. That's the best time to attack. Galdon has nowhere to go, tries to put a hand on it. Pontillas into the corner, well done.
Maizo Pontillas. You know,
paano niya nagagawa yun?
keeping it simple.
Sukat na sukat.
Not a lot of energy, not very explosive, but the placement shots have been perfect.
Feeling ko surveyor siya nung araw, sinusukat niya yun eh. Just knows the distance. Good combination play. Well done! And Cignal needs a ton of that.
It's right on time for them to come alive in the third set. That set fooling all blockers on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Open block for Vanny Gandler.
Vanny Gandler is probably one of the best post-successful spikes reactions. Chang, Sabete, and by any which way, as long as you're efficient.
True. I mean, #1 in spiking overall, talking about Sabete.
Changing the setter position. Chang will get a breather here. We see Chisay at the veteran. Pontillas will also dart out. Myla Pablo will see some action.
First time we're seeing this double sub on the side of Petro Gazz Angels.
Said. Uh-oh, Basas bungled it. She knew it.
Instant impact coming from Saed. Tallies a point right away off the hands of Basas in the service ace.
Petro Gazz is a total of 5 aces compared to the 3 of Cignal, with Cayuna doing all of the aces so far. Oh, 2 straight points. And that 3-point lead is a thing of the past already. Cignal will now huddle up and try to fix that loss of a 3-point lead.
Ang receive natin nakaganito. Ang layo masyado. Nandito na kayo pumesto. Okay?
At the chin receive, I'll do back na lang.
Pagka diretso mo, naka-bend yung sikoy. Diretso lang, pasa lang. Okay, tsagayin nyo lang, tsaga, ha? Okay? Basta one stop muna, one stop, ha? Sige lang, kailangan magtuloy-tuloy yung momentum natin. Maganda naman yung ginagawa. Tuloy-tuloy lang.
I'm trying to do the motion of what Shaq was trying to say, bend yung siko. Kasi Ching Basas had a problem with her digs eh. Tagal niyang player yan sa FEU eh.
And, you know, Cignal right now, they need good passing. They need a first ball because Saet has been getting some aces in.
Yeah. Chi Sayed coming off the bench so far off her serves. She's chipped in 2 of them. She has 2 of the 6 so far of Petro. In the meantime, referee Belio is over there checking with the official scorer. Is that Sherwin Menes Malonzo? Sino yung coach ng Creamline? Si Sherwin yung coach, Meneses yun. Ito si Malonzo, ano to, ayos ang buhok nito eh. Ito, merong pakalagay natin ng audio ito. Pwede? Para makichismis tayo. Baka naman tayo may nakikimarites lang tayo rito eh. Captains are being called. Let's listen in, huh? So sobra ng 1 point ang Cignal.
We have a correction on the official score. The official score is 9-all.
Yup, thought so. Thought so. I think at a certain point, instead of just writing 1 point, naging doble.
True.
So officially, we are tied at 9. Close to the net. Doris locks.
That was a well-read with the Petro Gazz Angels. 3 blockers with Doria in the previous sequence, and Said continues to serve.
Yes, she lives there now. You know, the veteran smarts you get from Chi-Side, however that is long. Ang gusto ko kay Chi, weather error, mali yung set. Ganun pa rin ang demeanor niya.
True. I mean, she had the good intention to serve strong in that one. It's too much power.
Doria set to serve. She got the whistle already. She takes a moment. She had 4 seconds before a violation, and that's going to work.
I mean, Van Sickle, their leading scorer. If they need a point, they can definitely rely on her from the back row. Good rebound from Acuna, but that trajectory of the ball was too hard to cover.
Good jump by Sabete. Here's Molina. Saed pushes it up. Sabete tosses it over. Basas was there. On 2!
Again, we mentioned that Jal Cayuna is an offensive setter.
You know, you can ride my bike. You can ride my Honda motorcycle with this great move. I like the fact that she doesn't do it all the time.
That makes it more effective.
Keep guessing when I'll do it. Kanina ko pa ina-anticipate, hindi ko mahuli. Oh, look at that! Gentle set, quick jump, big delivery by Palma and Saed who set that up.
Back quick set to Palma, avoiding Acuna in that one. A lot of clean attacks coming from Petro Gazz. I mean, we have to credit the playmaking of Cheng and Saed.
Yes. They seem to know where they're going with every run of the play, whether they rarely go out of system or go into broken plays. And look at this, 2 straight points by Petro, creating some separation here in the third. They lead 2 sets to love.
Petro Gazz Angels reading that one well. 3 blockers on Molina. All gaps closed. No way for her to get that over.
Here's Palma. Cayuna prepares Gandler. This is thwarted. They will recalibrate. Pablo nowhere to go. Elevated by Saed, but nobody home.
A couple of miscues there, but on that last one, they couldn't recover. Free point for Cignal.
12-13. Now serving
Molina now given permission to serve. Barbon is back in as libero. Oh, caller. No whistle. Sabete got it in time, but this one is perfectly done. Down the middle.
The smarts, the ball control of Van Sickle. Really impressive. I mean, good effort here coming from Sabete, but an out of system set. And Van Sickle away from the net, but still was able to execute that off-speed attack.
Out of system, broken play, ad-lib, all of the above.
But Van Sickle making it look so perfect.
She lives for those moments, you know. Close to the net. Gandler gets it at the top of the toss.
Good set there. Gandler with the high hands.
And Gandler has strung together 8 points in the match.
And they've been maximizing the pole
Correct.
in the middle of the court of Petro Gazz.
Acuna will be serving. She takes her own sweet time. Bet Cheng back in business. Pontilla says, "Wag kayo nagmamadali." Cool, 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 cool. Back row, Cheng is there. Barbon, Pontilla's hit is neutralized. And she will joust. And a chance to recalibrate an attack here. Another long rally in progress. Cayuna goes to Gandler. Smart move by Pontillas, who swung around. Both teams trying to be calculating. Gandler with power. Van Sickle. Nobody wants the point to die. Pipe attack. This will take a while. Gandler stretches on the ground. And a net scrape.
What a rally that was. Both teams fighting hard with floor defense. Unfortunately, a net touch error there on the side of Cignal.
Basas mixing it up right there in the middle.
Extending the right arm to go for that tip.
Here goes Brooke. Just above the net. Cayuna with a good twirl. Pivot on the set, actually. Montillas. Ah, right-handed shot. Sorry. You weren't going to say?
Off-speed attack working for Petro Gazz.
Adjustment in mid-air. Turbulence from the north, southwest winds, whatever. And they just technical timeout is upon us. Don't forget Arena Plus, Aztecs Sports. Good-sized crowd beginning to increase here. And Cherry Tigo battles PLDT later on in the afternoon. They will take care of your evening, of course. In the meantime, this serve floats on the front line. Gandler could not make a clean connection. Basas overshot it. And suddenly 4 points is the distance. Is there a challenge? There is. Pag tumahimik, alam ko may challenge eh. When suddenly everybody's quiet, may challenge eh. Parang dumating ka sa bahay, ang ulam ganito. May challenge. Pwede ba magpaluto ng itlog? Tignan natin kung ball in, ball out. Tignan natin. I-slow mo natin sa bahay.
I mean, Basas had the right intention to go for that long shot.
Pero mukhang long eh. Mukhang long eh.
Petro Gazz, but they've been too long for that shot.
They're looking for a momentum breaker actually.
That's true. This is the end stretch.
Oh.
You know, for Petro Gazz and Cignal still trying to catch up.
And without calling a timeout here, actually. They may not get the call, but, you know, you never know. Here we go. Block touch. Layo, no?
Clearly an outside hit coming from Basas.
Don't you miss it when players used to say, check ball, check ball, check ball. How to make it a check ball?
And they try to argue with the referees, but right now, definitely no room for that.
The nice thing that the challenge took away, though we are still struggling with a bit, but we're better with it now, is the fact that there's too much complaint. The excessive complaining was been reduced. Regalo. Makandili Katindig was there. Chang. What a shot by Sabete.
Sabete continues to be explosive.
13.
Petro Gazz Angels.
13 points. And Shaq Del Santos says no other recourse but call a full timeout.
Ulit attacker natin. Atake tayo. Kailangan makapuntos tayo dyan, ha? Ayan ulit yung chance natin na makapuntos tayo. Tsagayin lang natin, okay? Tapos pag nakuha ulit nila, block defense, ha? Tibayan natin. Kapag nagsisingle block, tibayan natin sa ilalim. Okay? Ha? Kasi naka-single na dapat sumisilip tayo sa ilalim, sa defense, ha? Sige, go, go, go.
You know, Shaq has had UAAP championships. He's also won there and has been the national coach of the Philippines in the Asian Games in Jakarta 2018. As we take a look at the schedule of Cignal and what's left on their plate.
Remaining games for the Cignal HD Spikers in April 20 against the PLDT high-speed hitters, and also one more game against Capital One.
Everybody will have 11 games, you know, and for Cignal, this is their 9th. So if they do not make it here today, they will drop to 5 and 4. While this will be good for Petro Gazz because they will climb to 7 and 2. Meneses, Temperatura. And look at this. Sabete, unstoppable. She has 14.
That's true. Not even two blockers can slow down the attacking of Sabete.
Short shot. Basas had to hustle for it. Cheng. Makandili says, I got it, don't worry. Oh, neatly done. Down the middle, 2 defenders unable to handle it.
A great play there coming from Jal Cayuna, recognizing that Molina was ready for that back row attack.
Molina with 8 points, Gandler with 8, Cayuna has 5. On the other side, Van Sickle 14, Sabete 14, Galdones with 7, Pontillas with 7 as well. Schedule of Petro.
Meanwhile, for Petro Gazz, April 20 against Galleries and April 27 against Next-led Chameleons. So both teams with 2 games left after this game.
Solid block, Meneses shutting the door on that one, keeping Cignal's ebbing hopes alive here.
That's true, a double sub here, and Gonzaga getting that one against Sabete.
And Coach Koji Chushabara will huddle up.
Who using this one, this case? Inside, outside?
Then be short MC.
B. No, 2, 3.
3? Yun. 2, 3. Okay. 3, 2.
Kahit sino pa tayo cover.
But here.
Nakabantay na sa'yo.
One stop, one stop.
Okay. Gamit.
Man! Very well.
Petro Gazz.
There is a chance for world peace. If a Japanese coach and a Philippine volleyball team can understand each other and play so well, I tell you, 2 syllables, 3 syllables, and they get it.
That's
And did you see Sabete? Sige.
I mean, the important thing is the players understand the instructions.
Because they hear it also in training. Oh, that's 4 touches already.
Cignal really scrambling in the floor defense, and this is really dangerous moments for them. Petro Gazz just 4 points away from taking this match, but they need 6 points to close this gap.
They have simply crumbled at crucial stages of this match, you know. Gander with a smile. Oh, Rami Palma.
Everything going well on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. They have been serving well, and that gives them an easier time in that net defense.
You know, I have to mention Galdones and how well she has played here.
That's true.
Van Sickle nearly hitting Galdones there. Hammer time. Sabete doing everything here today.
And the attacking of Petro Gazz really makes the floor defense of Cignal work. They look very disorganized.
Galdones, huwag niyo akong guluhin, sabi niya. Teammates teasing her. And we are at 23-15. Van Sickle. Oh, Chang, yes, sir. Oh, is it in? It is out. Challenge. And Remy with the biggest smile. Wala naman, challenge lang.
Coming from that Sabete hit, I mean, they were out of system. It looked like it sailed out.
There's a green card. I think there's an acknowledgement. Honesty.
That now brings Petro Gazz to match point.
Match point.
Serving for the match, Casey Galdones.
See Chang, who has done abs. Now Galdones took her eye off the ball. She looked at the other side. She wanted to send it long.
So she was also deciding on who to give that set, but couldn't get her eye back on the ball right on time.
Sabi ni Chang, yung pakialaman yan, ha? In a nice way, of course. They're on the verge of what could be a win here. Chang. Pontillas missed it.
Cignal still alive, but
Barely so.
it's going to be a tough one for them. This is going to be a tough climb. And with Petro Gazz, with the 3 attackers in the front row, Maizo Pontillas, Palma, and Sabete.
Sabete gets to it. Pontillas, and it's hit out. And we are done. Petro Gazz will climb to 7-2. And will be tied with Creamline. Unfortunately, Cignal will drop to 5-4.
So with this win, there's a breathing room for the Petro Gazz Angels. I mean, very dominant win for them.
Straight sets win by Petro Gazz. Cignal, well, they need to regroup here. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the player of the game, Cignal Chang.
Straight sets win by the Petro Gazz Angels. And sino yung best player natin? Ayun.
We have Janelle Cheng with Sam Corrales.
Joining me now is our best player of the game. We have Janelle Cheng with 12 excellent sets. First of all, congratulations to you and the Petro Gazz Angels. What a huge statement win. Straight sets ninyong natalo ang Cignal HD Spikers. Ano yung pinatunayan nitong win na ito ngayon?
Siguro, naging consistent kami this game. Yun yung pinaka-big factor namin today.
And of course, after that last point to Aiza Puntillas, nag-huddle kayo sa loob ng court. Ano yung mga sinabi ninyo, kayo ng teammates nyo?
Wala naman. Reminders lang na parang last point na and baka makapasok sa Final Four.
Now, before this game, 10 days halos ang walang game day for you guys. Paano kaya yun nakatulong sa performance niyo today? Kasi ang dami niyo pang energy, all smiles, at parang hindi talaga napagod.
Siyempre yung sa 10 days na yun, nakapag-rest kami ng maayos. May 1 to 2 day rest kami. Then, balik na agad sa training.
Totoo ba na 10 seconds lang ang naging water break niya with Coach Koji? I mean, that's of course the discipline that you have under his system. Pero ano pa, yung mga kailangan yung matutunan at dalhin sa next stage of the semis, Janelle?
Siguro yung discipline lang namin sa sarili, tapos yung consistency pa sa game.
Meron ka bang mga gustong pasalamatan or batiin? Go ahead.
Hello sa Petro Gazz family namin. Thank you po sobra sa support. And hello sa family namin, yun po.
And there you have it, our best player of the game, Janelle Cheng. Back to you.
Simpleng tanong, simpleng sagot. Ganun lang ang buhay ni Janelle Cheng, who did such a marvelous job of spreading the butter to Van Sickle, Sabete, and everybody else.
That's true. Janelle Cheng having just a simple playmaking, orchestrating the offense perfectly. Sabete with 16, Van Sickle with 13, Puntillas with a 9, Palma with 8, Galdones with 7. You know, making sure that everyone was a threat, and they really banked on their strength, which is attacking, and that really made things so much more difficult for the Cignal HD Spikers. You know, they weren't able to build momentum in that net defense, which is actually their strength. Talking about Cignal, they were scrambling in the floor defense. Some sparks on them, but definitely they weren't able to sustain the momentum on their side.
Okay, and this will bring this to a close. So important that the Angels move up in the team standings as well. There's going to be a huge crowded battle at the top of the standings as well as for that fourth spot.
That's true, and for the Cignal HD Spikers, that really lessens their chances. But as I mentioned earlier, for the Petro Gazz Angels, they stayed disciplined, they were very focused, they know what was at stake in this game, and right now with that win, that levels up their standing, and that gives them a bit of a breathing room as they are playing again. So they can't be comfortable, but they have an edge, you know, in terms of matchup in their games. So we take a look at the standings. You know, just a very dominant win of the Petro Gazz Angels against Cignal. 42 attack points against the 31 of Cignal. So 9 kill blocks. I mean, with Cignal being a better blocking team,
yes,
it's very uncharacteristic of them. Petro Gazz played better in the net defense today with 9 kill blocks, 7 service aces. Crucial service aces also towards the end stretch, and Cignal just having a bad day in terms, you know, overall 17 free points for Petro Gazz overall.
Exactly. Okay, that'll do it for us. So in behalf of Ayala Estraniero and Sam Corrales, this crowd is going to wait because Cherry Tigo and PLDT get entangled in a very short while. Continuing to watch where the heart of volleyball throbs loudly here in the Premier Volleyball League.